Guys, so this is my second time filming this video. I don't know what it is, but every time I turn the camera on, like, I don't know, I just can't get used to sitting and talking to a camera. So that video that I just filmed, a lot of it was like blah, 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 blah. So I'm just gonna refilm this now and hopefully I'll get through it. I am losing my voice a little bit, I don't really know why. Cup of tea, a bamboo straw, because no plastic straws around here. Okay, so basically what I wanted to do today is do a video on, if you're new to the gym or you're new to training, this video doesn't necessarily have to be around the gym, but it is more gym based. But you can still use these tips if you are going to start training at home or just training anywhere in general. I know that when I first started out in the gym, there were a lot of things that held me back from going to the gym. And I think it happens to everybody. Like, we don't know what we're doing as soon as we walk into a gym. We don't know how certain machines work, and it can be a bit discouraging. Okay, so first things first, set some goals. If you don't have a goal set, it might not push you to go to the gym as much or to train as much. As I said, wherever you're training, it doesn't have to just be in the gym. But definitely set some goals for yourself. And this will definitely motivate you a little bit more. I think the best thing is to set a goal and get that motivation started. Number two is to get some new nice gym clothes. Sorry if I keep looking down, it's all on my phone. But number two, get some new nice gym clothes if you can that make you feel good about yourself. This obviously is not crucial or essential. You can just go to the gym in whatever gym clothes you have. I know that these things do cost money, and we don't all have the money to spend on gym clothes all the time. I wish I did, but I don't. But if you have a nice new gym set, it might just push you a little bit more to go to the gym because you feel good. From just personal experience, I know that whenever I buy a nice new gym set that I feel good in, it makes me want to go to the gym and train. So that just motivates me personally. I don't know if that's for everybody, but that's my number two hack. Number three, if you want to go to the gym, just go. It's one of those things. Or if you want to start training even at home, literally just start it. Don't procrastinate. Don't feel like, oh, do you know what? I've had a bit of an off day today, I'm going to start tomorrow. Obviously, if you feel, really drained that day, or if you had a long day at work, and you just feel like you haven't got the energy to go, some days it is better just to start tomorrow. But if you are just going to keep saying tomorrow, oh, I'll do it tomorrow, and the next day saying tomorrow, the best thing to do is just to go. Now, I personally find that if I come home after the gym, I won't go, or I'll procrastinate, and then I make it even longer between the time that I need to go to the gym. It's just a waste of time. So what I personally do is I put my gym clothes in my car at all times, so that when I finish work, I just go straight to the gym. So there's no faffing around, there's no procrastinating. I just go straight to the gym, I get it done, and then it's done, it's out of the way. And you always feel so much better after you've just done it. I don't think I've ever left the gym and felt like, oh, I really wish I didn't do that. Do you know what I mean? You always feel so much better after you've done it. So I would say just start. Even if you have to get up half an hour earlier than you usually do, even if you have to go to bed half an hour later, like in terms of if you want to train at home, even doing 20 minutes in the morning before you go to work or whatever it is that you need to fit that into your schedule, just get it done. You'll feel so much better afterwards. As I said, you don't need to go to the gym to do it. If you want to train from home, you can. You don't really need equipment either. There are a lot of body weight exercises you can start doing. Number four would be find the time. I know we all say it. I even say it to myself sometimes. Oh, I don't have the time today. I'll just go tomorrow. Find the time. If it was that important to you, you'd find the time to do it. I know this is a really difficult one because I am aware that everybody has a different life and everyone has, a busy schedule and everyone has different schedules. But if you really truly want this for yourself, you've got to try and find the time. Even if it's on your days off, even if it's at the weekend for like 20 minutes before you do everything else of your day off. Just try and find the time for yourself. This time is for you and for yourself, to better yourself, to feel good about yourself, to reach those goals. So I think it's just about prioritizing that. As I said, I understand that everyone's schedule is different, and I know that some people truly cannot find the time. But if you can, even 10 to 15 minutes, 20 minutes, whatever it is, just find the time to do it for yourself because you'll feel so much better afterwards. And with that, I would also say, try and find a routine with that. So, even if you can only work out twice a week, just do it. Try and find that time to do it. Don't be like, oh, I can only train twice a week, so it's not worth it. No, it is worth it. Your body needs it. Your body will appreciate you for it and thank you for it. So just do it. Number five would be find a comfortable space for you to train. So, for example, if you want to go to the gym and you don't want to train in front of loads of people, because I'm aware the gym is quite an intimidating place sometimes, especially if it is busy at the time and you don't want to go over there and train in front of loads of people, especially if you don't really feel like you know what you're doing, and you're just getting into it and you're learning new things. Then I would say definitely find a comfortable space for you to train where you don't feel like everyone's watching you. So for me personally, what I did was, when I started going to the gym, I had no idea what I was doing. Literally not a clue. I went years and years of just on and off inconsistently going to the gym with a friend or on my own and just going on a cardio machine, and I don't like cardio. I don't mind high intensity sessions because they're quick and we can get them done quickly, but I'm not one of those people that can like run on a treadmill for ages and ages. So I didn't like them, and that's another reason why I didn't stay consistent at my gym with my gym sessions, because I was just doing cardio and I didn't enjoy it. It's all about finding something you enjoy. Like I personally prefer weight training, but again, that's not going to be for everybody. You need to find something you enjoy. So this is basically how I personally got into the love of weight training. This might not be for you. Some people prefer swimming, some people prefer football or whatever it is, but personally this was for me. So what was I saying? I've gone on a tangent now. Yeah, so when I started going to the gym and getting close to where I started doing weight training, I didn't know how to weight train. I didn't know what to do. I was looking at all these machines and thinking, I don't know how to use those, and I just stayed away from them. I just stuck to my little cardio zone and went on the treadmill and the stepping machine. And then my boyfriend started taking me to the gym and showing me how to train legs. So then I started like really enjoying those sessions, really enjoying like pushing myself and using weights and using machines and just getting more confident on different machines. And from then, what I actually did was I went onto Instagram and I had loads of fitness accounts and started saving videos into my collections on Instagram. And then what I would do was, in my gym there was a studio where nobody really went into. It had like barbells that you could load up yourself, and you could bring dumbbells in there and mats in there, and there was a big mirror. So for me, that was my comfortable spot, because I could go in there, I could train, I could watch my form, I could watch these videos on YouTube, follow and copy what they were doing, and set myself a little plan and just really focus on making sure my form was correct, how I felt about the exercise, did I enjoy it? And that was my comfortable spot. I felt really comfortable in there to go and do my session, and I didn't feel intimidated. And then obviously when you start doing that, you then get a bit more confident anyway. So after that, I then got more confident to go and train where everyone else was and use the squat rack and use the Smith machine and all these other things. So I feel like that's a good starting point, is to definitely find a comfortable space for you. Now, if this is in your house, maybe it's the garden where no one can watch you or whatever. Just go somewhere where you feel comfortable and start training there. Number 6 would be start simple. Now, I personally started simple. I would just follow dumbbell only videos, get yourself into a bit of a routine and start simple. Don't start pushing really heavy weights. Your body's not going to be ready for that at all. Definitely start lifting light weights and learn how to use rep ranges and sets, and just start simple. Don't push yourself too much, because you might feel like you don't know what you're doing, because you're pushing yourself too much at the start and it might become a bit overwhelming for you. So if you can do it, go for it, but just definitely be careful and definitely start simple and build yourself up that way. And what did I say? Start simple and get a plan. Get a fitness plan. You can buy them online. I personally also provide personalised fitness plans. Not plugging myself here, but maybe I'm a little bit. Get a plan from somebody or buy one online and just follow that, because that will then, well, number one, that will motivate you. It will keep you accountable, because you know you've got certain days to do certain things. And also it will teach you about like different exercises. It will teach you about the rep range, how many sets to do, and yeah, it will just keep you going. And you know, I always find that if I'm not following a plan, whether that's one that I've made myself or whether that's one that I've bought from somewhere else, if I go to the gym, I'm just a bit like, oh yeah, and I'll just do that. Oh yeah, and I'll just do, oh yeah, I'm gonna go home now. Like, I've done enough. Do you know what I mean? You don't push yourself. So I feel like if you've got a plan to follow and you start simple, that's a very good starting point. Number 7, I just spoke about this, but using Instagram videos to get ideas from and to keep it a bit more exciting. Sometimes I would find that I was getting a bit bored of my workouts that I was doing week in, week out. So I would use Instagram then to obviously, oh, what else can I try? And it was quite a good way to keep my exercises exciting. Number 8 is go to the gym at non-busy times if you can. I know this is really difficult for people who work, you know, certain hours. I personally try to go in the morning if I can because I know it's not as busy as it is in the evenings. This is just because you've got the whole kind of gym to use all the equipment if you want to use the equipment, if you want to try different things. You're not feeling as pressured to like hurry up and get off the machine because somebody else is waiting for it. And also, like, yeah, you feel less intimidated because there's not as many people there. Number 9 is to get a personal trainer or go to the gym with somebody who kind of knows what they're doing in the gym already. So it's good to have a personal trainer or someone that you can then someone that can go with you to try new things. When I first started going to the gym, I only really went either on my own or with my boyfriend, and he obviously has different goals to me, so he doesn't do all the same things I'm going to do. So I didn't have this, but when I started going then with a friend, we used to go all the time together, and this really helped me because if there were certain exercises that I'd seen on Instagram or certain exercises that I wanted to try or a machine that I wanted to try and I didn't really know how to use it and I didn't really want to work it on my own, it's good to have a friend there with me to just like help me and to, you know, adjust things if things need to be adjusted. And also just having like a gym partner is really nice because you can motivate each other to train together. If one day one person isn't feeling it and the other person is, you're probably more likely to go with them than you would if you just had your own motivation to go. Because if you're not feeling motivated, you're going to just be like, oh, I'll just stay at home. But if your friend's going, you're going to be like, actually, I'll go with them. Do you know what I mean? So that's also really helpful. Number 10 is to be consistent and track your progress if you can. The best way I find to track progress is by taking photos. You can see all the adjustments then. I do think that the scales, you can obviously see progress through scales, but if you are weight training, like I personally found that when I started weight training, my muscle mass went up quite high really quickly, which means that when I then stepped on the scales, I was a lot heavier than what I was beforehand. That doesn't mean I was putting on fat, that just meant I was putting on more muscle mass. But if you then step on the scales that's telling you that you're weighing heavier than you did beforehand, it can be a bit discouraging. So just bear that in mind. So personally for me, I always tell my clients as well is to track your progress via photos and also track progress via measurements using measuring tape. Number 11, which is my last tip, is to learn to enjoy the process and think of this time in the gym as something that you're doing for yourself and to reach your goals and not as a chore. I know that not every day is going to be amazing, not every day you're going to feel motivated, and not every day it's going to be like, yeah, I'm going to smash the gym today, I'm going to smash my goals. It's going to be a bit deflating sometimes, and you are going to have days where you're going to be like, do you know what, I really don't want to do this. But just pushing through it, honestly, you'll feel so much better afterwards. And as I said, enjoy the process. So I think the best feeling is when you start seeing results, because then it's like, you know that it's working for you and you know that if you keep going, you're going to reach your goals. That's the best part. But you've got to also learn to enjoy that process, because you're not going to start seeing results within like a day, and you're obviously going to have times where things aren't going to feel so great, but times where good things are going to be so great. You're going to have sessions where you're going to walk into the gym and you're going to just want to walk back out. But it's all about pushing through those days and learning to understand that you're doing this for yourself. Again, this takes time. Like when you first start going to the gym, it can feel a bit like a chore, but the more you learn to incorporate the gym and training into your schedule, the more you'll start to enjoy it, and you'll find that it's a bit more of like time out for yourself to look after yourself and your body. They are my 11 tips.